We shall now proceed to the determination of sufficiency in form. In compliance with the process, I understand that you've made mention, or the endorsers have made mention already, about their position with respect to form, but nevertheless, we will be requesting them to make a formal manifestation with respect to their complaints, sufficiency in form, compliance to the sufficiency in form. We recognize the Honorable Nisay for his manifestation on the De Jesus impeachment complaint with respect to sufficiency in form. We shall now proceed to the determination of sufficiency in form. In compliance with the process, I understand that you've made mention, or the endorsers have made mention already, about their position with respect to form, but nevertheless, we will be requesting them to make formal manifestation with respect to their complaints, sufficiency in form, compliance to the sufficiency in form. We recognize the Honorable Nisay for his manifestation on the De Jesus impeachment complaint with respect to sufficiency in form.
Madam Chair, regarding po sa sufficiency in form, lahat po ng aking nabanggit ay malinaw na ginawa po natin kasama ang complainant para po matuloy ang impeachment complaint ng ating pong private citizen na si Attorney Andre De Jesus. Nakapaloob po dito ang 5 argumento na kung saan ito po ang gustong malaman ng taong bayan na kung saan ang problemang kinaharap na to ay pinangungunahan ng ating presidente. At sa limang arguments po, nakapaloob dito ang tatlong grounds, kasama ang graft and corruption, pag-benefit mula sa mga kickbacks na nakalink sa mga budget insertions at ghost projects, ang pagbuo ng ICI o Independent Commission for Infrastructure upang magamit na depensa sa mga political allies na sangkot sa mga manumalyang flood control projects. Pangalawa, ang culpable violation of the Constitution, ang pagpayag na isurrender ang dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa ICC o International Criminal Court na walang due process sa ating sariling bansa. At ang pangatlo, ang betrayal of public trust, ang hindi pagbito sa mga program appropriations at special provisions nito sa ating mga national budget. Di umanong paggamit ng droga ng Pangulo at unfitness upang mamuno, kasama rin po ito. So, Madam Chairman, naniniwala po ako na ang verified complaint ng ating pong private individual na si Attorney Andre De Jesus ay sufficient in form.
Thank you, Representative Nisay. For the guidance of the committee members, I wish to add that apart from the verification and as part of the formal requirements of the impeachment complaint, we have to check if it is signed by the complainant, if it is duly verified, if the verification is correct, which means it has to be based on personal knowledge or authentic records. We have to check as well whether the impeachment complaint is supported by a resolution of endorsement by at least one House member. Of course, we know for a fact already that our colleague, the Honorable Jet Nisay, is the endorser of the De Jesus complaint. Representative Nisay has manifested already his position that the Jesus complaint is sufficient in form. Now, the Chair wishes to hear the comment of the committee members.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Bernadette Barbers is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, may I reiterate the points you've mentioned earlier? Under Article 11, Section P, Paragraph 2 of the 1987 Constitution, a verified complaint for impeachment may be filed by any member of the House of Representatives or by any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement by any member thereof. The same provision is found under Rule 2, Section 2A and 3 of the Rules of Procedure in impeachment proceedings of the House of Representatives. The complaint was filed by Attorney Andre R. De Jesus, a citizen of the Philippines, is indicated in the verification. Thus, complies with the provisions of the Constitution and the House rules. May I also submit, Madam Chair, that the respondent is one of the impeachable officers enumerated under Section 2, Rule 11 of the 1987 Constitution. It states that the President the Vice President, the members of the Supreme Court, the members of the constitutional commissions, and the Ombudsman may be removed from the office to impeachment. As earlier mentioned by the chairperson, impeachable officers are very specific and exclusive list of high-ranking officials. The respondent in this instant impeachment complaint is President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Barbers. For the guidance of the members, you can make your comments and positions about sufficiency in form without necessarily saying whether you agree or not with respect to its sufficiency in form, because later on, we will be voting. The committee will be voting on the sufficiency in form of these two impeachment complaints. Any other member who wish to comment to the position of Representative Nisay?
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Vice Chair Keith Flores is recognized.
Madam Chair, the impeachment complaint filed by Attorney Andre De Jesus contains a verification page, Madam Chair, and it states that he has read the complaint and have understood the contents thereof, and that the verified complaint are true and correct based on his personal knowledge and based on authentic documents. The same is likewise signed, Madam Chair. Likewise, the complaint is with the resolution of endorsement signed by Representative Journey Jet Nisay, who is a member of the House of Representatives and is a Deputy Minority Leader, a representative of the Pusong Pinoy Party List. The same was subscribed before the Secretary General, Attorney Chaloy Garafil, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair Keith Flores. Any other comment from members?
Just to add,
May we know if the members were given copy? Because I understand that since last week, the Committee on Justice already forwarded the notice for today's hearing coupled with the copy of these two complaints, the Jesus complaint and the Masa et al. Complaint. If the members have no copy right now, kindly approach the committee secretariat so you can join the discussion as to the formalities necessary for the filing of this impeachment complaint. The Honorable Laila De Lima is recognized.
thank you, Madam Chair. Just to add to the statements earlier, we should remember that this stage is merely a technical review.
That is correct.
Technical and ministerial review, akin to the determination of jurisdictional facts. So the complaint may be weak in substance and may contain exaggerated rhetoric, but it is not necessarily insufficient in form if it meets those requirements already mentioned, especially in writing, verified, accompanied by a resolution of endorsement, and that the identity of the impeachable officer is readily identifiable. The only thing that I noticed, Madam Chair, is that while the verification page bears the date, the petition proper itself does not bear.
Honorable De Lima, can you please speak closer to the microphone?
Sorry. The only thing that I notice is that while the verification itself bears the date of the verification, which is January 19, 2026, the body itself of the petition, the main petition after the prayer, does not bear the date. But I'm not sure whether it's something that can render the whole petition insufficient in form. But I agree that all the other requirements are there, because part of being signed should also be dated, and the date should be both on the petition and on the verification. Maybe I'm just being so technical about it, but I would still consider that this is sufficient in form in its totality.
That is the Jesus complaint.
The Jesus complaint.
Okay. The observation of the Honorable De Lima about the blank date in the body of the Jesus complaint is noted by the committee.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair.
The Honorable Tanwatco is recognized.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. Maybe for the benefit of the members who just received the complaint, is it possible to flash on the screen the verification page just to look at the signature, and it can be confirmed anyway by the endorser representative?
We are directing the committee secretariat to kindly flash in the screen the Jesus complaint, especially the verification part.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Vice Chair Garbin.
just a clarification on the verification of Attorney De Jesus. We made mention that it was subscribed before the Office of the Secretary General. Upon perusing the verification, and the jurat tells us that it was Attorney Ana Patricia Chua who administered the notary. So let me be clarified, Madam Chair, whether there was a separate.
There are actually two documents that needs to be under oath. One is the verification and the other one is the endorsement. And the Honorable Vice Chair Keith Flores would like to comment to that.
Madam Chair, while the verification was notarized by a private lawyer, I think, the endorsement, the resolution of endorsement, which was signed by the Representative Jet Nisay, was subscribed to before the Secretary General, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that clarification, Madam Chair.
Any other member who wishes to comment to the sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint?
Daughter's wedding is in a month. I don't want us to look like Beauty and the Beef.
Darling, relax. We have plenty of time. Just start doing Tai Chi walking and the guests will be asking.
If there are no other members like to, the Honorable Chair Abante is recognized.
Are we not discussing the sufficiency?
Please speak closer to the
Are we
microphone.
not discussing the sufficiency in form here?
But this is a proceeding on the sufficiency in form.
Yes, Madam Chair, but I did not hear any explanation of Congressman Nitay on the sufficiency in form. What I heard was the complaint on impeachment. Ang narinig ko kanina, yung mga complaint on impeachment, hindi ko narinig yung explanation niya on sufficiency in form. Hindi pa natin pinag-uusapan dito yung substance. Ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, ang sufficiency in form. Kaya nais ko muna marinig ang paliwanag ni Congressman Nitay tungkol sa sufficiency in form ng verified complaint na ito.
While the pronouncement of Representative Nisay is quite limited as to sufficiency in form, the chair heard it loud and clear when he said that the complaint of De Jesus is compliant with respect to sufficiency in form, and he made mention as well about the verification, unless Representative Nisay would like to make an additional manifestation.
Madam Chair, generally, a complaint is sufficient in form if it meets the formal requirement on its face. Sa ilalim ng rules, ang complaint dapat ay katulad ng nabanggit nyo kanina, verified under oath by the complainant through an affidavit stating that he has read and understood the contents of the complaint and that the allegations therein are true and correct based on his personal knowledge or authentic documents. So lahat po ng yan present naman sa ating complaint. Therefore, I am manifesting that the complaint is sufficient in form. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Bishop, I hope that satisfies the Honorable Abante. Any other member who wishes to comment on the sufficiency in form? Because otherwise, we will be proceeding to the determination of sufficiency in form of the second complaint. That is the Masa et al. Complaint.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Congressman Ridon is recognized.
I just wanted to be very clear on the topics of personal knowledge and authentic records because for the record, I understand that in previous impeachment cases, the question of personal knowledge or authentic records is the crux on the sufficiency in form question. So I just wanted to know from the endorser whether or not the complaint is based first on personal knowledge or actually authentic records. Madam Chair.
The chair wishes to remind the committee members that our determination of form and substance should be confined in the impeachment complaint itself as to whether or not it is indeed based on personal knowledge or authentic records. We will be proceeding to that on the proper time. But for the purpose of determination of sufficiency in form, what we're looking at right now is whether the verification is properly written, which means it has to include personal knowledge and authentic records.
I submit, Madam.
May we flash on the screen for the benefit of those who wish to see the impeachment complaint. This is the verification part. Can you please zoom? What is significant in the verification is actually paragraph 3. And paragraph 3 reads, the allegations in the verified complaint are true and correct based on my personal knowledge or based on authentic documents. That is for consideration, of course, of the committee members.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Sontay is recognized.
Thank you. Madam Chair, in the determination of sufficiency in form, three things are important. verification, endorsement, proper content and structure. The complaint is duly verified. It contains a sworn affidavit of the complainant affirming that he has read the complaint and that its allegations are true to his personal knowledge. There is an endorsement coming from the Honorable Nisay, and, well, if it contains a proper structure, well, the names of the parties are there, the designation of the offense and actual omission. I believe that the complaint is sufficient in form.
Thank you, Congressman Santay.
Madam
The
Chair.
Honorable Vice Chair Dumogan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is clear enough. So let us vote for the issue on sufficiency.
We will come to that, Vice Chair.
Madam
Okay.
Chair.
I think we have exhausted already our discussions as to sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint. We shall now proceed to our discussion on sufficiency in form of Massa et al. Complaint. But let us hear first the manifestation of position of our endorsers. The Honorable Representative Tino is recognized.
Madam Chair, I defer to
Madam Chair,
Representative Ilago.
Madam Chair,
With the indulgence of the Honorable Tino, the Honorable Rodriguez is
let
recognized.
us first, matter of order. We have already discussed, and there's a presentation of the congressman endorsing the complaint. There has been statements that they are informed. I think we should now vote. We should not vote on the first one before we go to the second one. Yes, so I ask for a vote, Madam Chair, for the sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint as endorsed by Congressman Jet Nisay. So move, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to vote on the sufficiency in form of the Jesus complaint. Do I hear a second?
Second, Madam Chair.
The same has been seconded. So the motion is granted. The chair is now ready to hear the necessary motion.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable
Madam Chair,
Ambenabante is
Madam Chair,
recognized.
I move to declare the impeachment complaint filed by Attorney Andre R. De Jesus sufficient and informed.
That's already been moved by me. It's already been moved. So let us move on the prior motion.
The
and we
understanding
have
of the
to vote or
chair
not.
about the motion of the Honorable Rodriguez is a motion to vote already about the sufficiency in form of the Jesus complaint. And that is why I solicited a second, and the chair granted that motion to vote already. Now we are entertaining the motion to declare the Jesus complaint as sufficient in form as raised by the Honorable Amben Amante.
Vote Madam Chair, the motion to vote, if it is voted in favor, it's approved. It is therefore voted in form as sufficient. So there's no need for another motion to declare. Because I have already moved to vote, and with that vote, it will result on either its referral back to the Secretary General because it is insufficient in form, or it is approved, is sufficient in form, and we proceed to the next step. Thank you, Madam Chair.
With the indulgence of the Honorable Rodriguez, the chair was listening very well when he raised the motion of voting already about the sufficiency in form of the Jesus complaint. And the intention of the chair when she recognized Honorable Rodriguez and even solicited a second to that motion is to resolve whether or not we will be doing the voting now or after we deliberate on the sufficiency in form of the second impeachment complaint. So, with the indulgence of the Honorable Rodriguez, I hope we can proceed. We have granted the motion to do the voting now, and now we are entertaining the motion to declare the Jesus complaint as sufficient in form. There is a motion to declare the Jesus complaint as sufficient in form as raised by the Honorable Amben Amante. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection?
Object, Madam Chair.
This AI tool is better than 11 labs for one-time cost.
Now you can create long.
There
I did not properly hear the explanation on that sufficiency in form. And that is what I would like to hear. And because of this, I object.
There is a motion to declare the Jesus complaint as sufficient in form. The same has been objected to by the Honorable Abante, and therefore we will be dividing the House. Those who are in favor of the motion, please raise your right. Comsec, please count. All right, did we get the number? Those who are not in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Those who abstain, please raise your right hand. With 46 votes in favor, 1 vote against, and 1 abstain, the chair declares the De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form.